r/AskReddit, what is something you'll never understand? Newborns with cancer. What's the purpose of Stonehenge? Why I can't put my elbow on the table when I'm eating. With the internet, ignorance is a choice, but they are still choosing ignorance. The arm length on a human are meant to be the same size as your body, but for some reason my arms are full head's length longer than my body. Discrimination against any race. Seriously, how do people think the color of one's skin affects their value as a human? Eating you nasty mares. Why we all can't just get along? People cheating in a relationship. I think them cheaters don't even understand why they did what they did. I'll never understand how so many people say type I could care less. It literally means that you can care less. It's I couldn't care less. Why people can't find a trash can to throw their trash out. Some people are beyond lazy and it bothers me. I seen my next door neighbor empty all her trash in the street, from her car, and go in her house after she was done. You see, you just walked past your trash can to go inside your house. Throw your trash in the can. People pee me off when they litter. Animal cruelty. WTF, would someone purposefully hurt an animal? Like that woman who duct taped a 4-month-old puppy's mouth. Why? How could she do that? How people can be so cruel to people working in customer service. How can someone look at another human being and treat them like trash without realizing this is just another person trying to make a living? They don't make the rules. They are just trying to earn money and make it through life like you are. It shocks me sometimes how insensitive people can be in that regard. Why people care so much about the lives of celebrities. I get wanting to have a look at the lavish lifestyles. However, for the life of me I'm never understand the obsession with the Kardashians. Trying to make people feel bad for liking things different than you. Why people listen to watch things on their phone without headphones in public says. Why we haven't started putting groups of violent extremists from every race into a huge arena together to let them fight to the death, thereby eradicating the racists and providing entertainment for the masses. How people kill animals for fun sport. Cheating and why one cheats on a partner. Fashion. As in why it's frowned upon to wear a perfectly usable combination of clothes just because you bought them 3 years ago. How someone who's supposed to love you can purposefully and repeatedly break your heart. Young kids and their infatuation with Tekashi. Homophobia. I don't get it, especially when the phobics tend to not even be related to the LGBTQ+ person in question. I don't get why ghosts are supposed to be scary. What can they really do to harm you? They can't physically touch you or anything else. What people like about 6ix99. I am sure it's not the music. Why does Waldo want to be searched? The true size of the universe. Or how many multiverses exist out there. Or if the universe is so big that every conceivable multiverse that could exist, does exist within our own universe, so there's perhaps billions of different Earths out there, inside billions of different Milky Way clones, where Hitler won World War II, or where they never cancelled Firefly. Also, math. Smokers who think the world is their ashtray. I'm not going to S on smokers for smoking. Away from me, thank you, that's their choice. But Jesus Christ, put the BS somewhere appropriate. How computers work. Yes, I know some of the technical and scientific ideas behind it, but really just think about it. We shoved 2 metal PGS into the wall where fast-moving electrons empower my PC to make a bunch of 0 or 1 decisions, and voila. Out comes videos and photography and computer games and music. People who follow other people blindly, or in general the worshipping of one person. Why is it that some white chickens lay brown eggs, and brown chickens lay white eggs? How 2020 is going by so quickly despite being constantly reminded that we're in 2020. Why people are still littering in 2020. Racism and people who abuse children. How medicine works. I don't get it. Knitting. Rubbing two sticks together and receive a piece of cloth. Witchcraft. Reality TV. Is it really exciting to watch people you'll never meet talk to each other? She used her shampoo without asking, now they're mad at each other lol. I can't wait to see this every week for the next 4 months. People in general. I like things to be orderly and neat. People are the exact opposite. They make stupid, rash decisions at the drop of a hat and then defend those decisions as if it were their religion. Why people seem to think it's okay to wear ridiculous amounts of super heavy perfumes that alert you of them entering the building without you even seeing them. Same goes for spraying on deodorant right in front of people. Okay, I have a particularly keen sense of smell, but I am hardly the only one. So let me tell you a secret, we smell you even when you don't want us to, and that cheap chemical perfume is fooling no one. Just because it's called perfume, doesn't mean it smells nice. Just because you think it smells nice, doesn't mean others agree. Don't force the smell of your perfume on people, it's rude. It's the same thing as farting in public and being proud of how many people start gagging, essentially. Smell is the only sense you can never turn off unless someone knocks you out. Don't want to hear something? Stick your fingers in your ears. Don't want to see something? Close your eyes. Don't want to touch something? Then just felling don't. Don't want to taste something? Don't put it in your mouth. Don't want to smell something? Well, unless you can stop breathing, you're fed. Breathing through your mouth does not work. Taste and smell are too closely related, and the nasal cavity does have a canal to your mouth in the back of your throat. It's how you swallow snot. Thank you for reading this rant. I'm pretty sure I sound like a crazy person, but I can assure you, I am quite harmless. Kisses. Where that one tennis ball went. Why people can't mind their business. Why humans kill each other or harm each other. It is an animal instinct, yes. But it is simply something I always wonder about why life cannot be more appreciated. Especially during wars. Using life against other life as if it didn't have any meaning. People who brag about one-upping or ripping someone off, but who then become enraged when they get held accountable to their actions, or someone one-ups or pulls one over on them. When employers and managers make things difficult for you on purpose when you're just trying to do your job and provide for your family. People that want to be famous for the sake of being famous. Sexual assault. There are more than enough men and women willing. Why are someone? Middle or low middle income folks feeling the pull of, and then actually spending, $50,000 minus $100,000 on an elaborate wedding. Asking immediate family to pitch in from their savings. Ike. Taking a loan for a wedding. Ike. Hell, even asking wedding guests to provide only cash gifts. Ike to the maximum. Anything to do discrimination. I get more ped off that it exists in the first place. People who just don't believe in coronavirus, like how can you believe in polio and stuff when you don't believe in something that you see examples of everywhere. Plurals in the English language. Why bra is singular but trousers are plural? What is the singular of scissors and why stuff or information is always singular? Wait, what about hair? When I speak of the hair, on my head, is that hair or hairs? Economics. I can understand maths, chemistry, etc. on a basic level. But when there is money involved, I have a really hard time understanding what is fair and such. My husband is into cryptocurrency and tries to explain things from time to time, but I just don't understand. Why I had little to no symptoms of corona. Our existence and purpose. Like WTF are we? Lol, I literally gave myself a panic attack a while ago because I could not stop thinking about it. The human body is so complex and the mind is even more complex, and I just can't wrap my head around how and why we exist. Also, we cannot possibly be the only humans. What makes us so special? Ugh, I hate thinking about this. It drives me nuts. Lol. Obsession with fashion trends started by celebrities. I'll never understand using only toilet paper for your a-hole. You need to wash that ass. The Office. Like, yeah, it's okay, but some people think it's the best show ever. Oh, and Fortnite. Really don't get that one. How an automatic transmission works. And I am an engine mechanic. People who just leave their shopping carts right in the middle of a parking spot. Just walk the 6-10 feet and bring it back to the appropriate cart park. Don't let it smash into other cars or block a parking spot. Why are people so lazy? That's why I love Aldi's system with the quarters. Why parents give phones to their 6-year-olds. Pee fetishes. Just why I. Eating. F***ing. Tide Pods. Murder and suicide. Because I am religious, I really don't like suicide or murder, and even though I was suicidal, I can't understand someone actually doing it. Blind people don't see the dark. They just don't see. I think about it for weeks, but can't understand. What is it like not to see? Why we let politicians run things the way they do. There should be clearly defined and contained sandboxes for them and their minions to play in while the adults get on with their lives, and they should be taken down hard when they stray outside the boundaries. My favorite example is WTFR old men deciding what women can do with their bodies. How I could just kill a man. Why is alcohol such a popular thing? It's the most mind-boggling thing to me. It tastes awful, and somehow there's an entire industry where drinking is the main event. I just don't get it. For everyone saying racism, I believe it comes from when humans lived in tribes villages. Any outsiders were considered a threat. Those tribes grew to the masses of today. And the social thing ain't just due to skin color. Hillbillies don't care for yuppies, and vice versa. Why some guys online norm that every man who says something nice to positive about a woman is only doing that to get to sleep with her. I could say something supportive to a woman posting something on Reddit, and some a-hole will make a snide comment like, "Shoot your best shot, man," and I'm like, why would I think that a woman who lives on the other side of the world, who has never seen me, whom I have never seen, would want to sleep with me because I made a friendly comment? What makes other guys think that I would think that? Is it projection? It makes no sense at all. Do they think no woman ever warrants a compliment, a friendly word, or a supportive comment unless they want to sleep with them? Why people think that vaccines cause autism? That people are really interested in the lives of glitterity or YouTubers. How the H we figured out music recording. I'm looking into it now, having been a musician for a long time, and just the science behind taking a real sound and making it digital, and then being able to manipulate those sounds is just absolutely insane to me. Even when explained in layman, a little coil in your mic bounces up and down and the vibrations create an electrical signal sent to your computer, and somehow my acoustic guitar chord I just played is now forever in my computer. WTH. The meaning of life. You die in less than 100 years anyway. Whatever amazing feats you achieve will be forgotten over the years. You as a person will eventually stop being remembered. Chances are, nobody will know who you are nor what you've done in less than 1,000 years from now. And yet here I am, sacrificing hours of sleep, studying for my country's college exam tests like it's the most important thing ever. Advanced passive-aggressive social cues. Like some people take the amount of implications they can make without saying anything to a ridiculous level, and I never catch on. People have gotten really angry and frustrated with me for not realizing that they were flirting or were passively trying to tell me to go away or things like that, and it bugs the s out of me. Like, just say what you mean, goddammit. Why people idolize Elon Musk. How parents can be okay with having fat kids. Yes, most of the time the parents are fat too, but letting your kids get fat is another form of child abuse. People who sorely abuse children. I cannot fathom the mindset of someone who does that. How do they justify their actions to themselves? And why do we have such lax sentencing for abusers? It should be an automatic life sentence, because the victims have to spend the rest of their life dealing with the psychological trauma. Being sorely attracted to someone. I'm Azul, and honestly I have no idea what it must feel like. Hair ties and safety pins disappearing. Theism. Having so much faith in something that can't be proven baffles me. Why some people feel that treating others like s will make their bad situation somehow better. All it does is make them an a-hole and fixes nothing.